So Deanna's going to get her degree in cosmetology, taking care of her little brothers. Kelsey is her name now, and Gustavo are no longer a couple. After moving, he moved away after graduating. She was just a freshman, so she's probably still there. Her mom's sober now. And I don't want to get rid of the music because I think they'll block me again with it. So Eternity spoke at the Walla Walla Chamber of Commerce. She had cerebral palsy. She's currently attending community college and pursuing a degree in zoology. I almost want to look these kids up and see how they did. Aaron began an art major at Eastern Washington University. Eric Gordon helped Aaron move into his dorm. And through the process of buying his first car, he continues to work on his music and illustrations. The teachers help Stephen move in his dorm. He's studying education, I guess, to be a teacher. That's a tough one. So they were the first that do non-punitive trauma-informed care model of education. Now there is about hundreds because Cincinnati added one. Actually, that guy died last year, the director. But the sequel to this movie you can watch without interruption. Yeah, a lot of schools are mimicking what they do there. This is the Lighthouse one. Well, here's the profile. I feel like this actually is now in charge of, they only have 50 students, and it's junior high and high school. So like that's literally 10 students per grade, I think, maybe 8. So it's small. Student to teacher ratio is 6-to-1. So I guess if there's 50 students, that means there's only about 9 teachers. 82% minority enrollment. Graduation rate is less than 50%. The bottom 50% in Ohio. Overall testing rank is 50%. Diversity score is 0.55. Reading proficiency is less than 20%. Math proficiency is less than 20%. But I'm pretty sure these are kids that would not have finished high school otherwise, if that makes sense. Like really would have fallen off the cliff quickly. I didn't know they did these, but they know that this school serves an important population. Huh. I guess they're a lot smaller than they used to be too. So I feel like it was taken over by Cincinnati Public School, but this is a local one that does it. I think there's one in Dayton somewhere that also does it. I guess they have gotten in trouble with requirements of like the Board of Education, but again, they're doing such important work to finish these kids that are really from challenging situations that anyway, any questions about? So it's just a short, even like 2 to 3 page paper, and then this discussion, I was trying to get you guys, for your next discussion, we are talking about parenting styles, but we'll go over that in the next class. Trying to figure out what kind of parents your parents were, or the parenting style you received as a kid, or the parenting style you'll give as an adult. So authoritative parents are nurturing, affectionate. They set boundaries and discipline through guidance and open communication. Authoritarian is strict, inflexible, high expectations, punishes rather than disciplines. So they're kind of low on the warmth, but high on control. Here they're high on warmth and high on control. Then you drop to this quadrant. They're a permissive parent where they're nurturing, affectionate, fewer inconsistent boundaries, takes the role of a friend rather than a parent. And the last one is the uninvolved parent, emotionally detached, self-absorbed, inconsistent, or no boundaries. So we're kind of getting into that discussion now, like how parenting in those first several years are important. We were talking on Friday too. Do any of you guys know a brother, relative, or anyone who has autism, or heard of autism, I should say? Do you know what autism is? Okay. Just because I don't think it was big in the Bahamas, and Miss Allen was here Friday, and she had not heard of it, but we may have a higher diagnosis rate in the United States of autism than they do in the Bahamas. So, what's that? So that could dig into research that needs to be done, but it could be our diet. It could be us growing up next to like landfills or toxic metals or like bad neighborhoods, the lead in the water, like at Flint, Michigan, stuff like that. I don't know, but she really did not seem to be familiar with it. Whereas here, we like 1 in 50 kids now. It used to be 1 in 170 kids had it. Now it's like 1 in 50 or 1 in 40. So we all know somebody who has. Yeah. So I don't know, but that was telling to me. I'm like, holy crap, she doesn't know. She's not seen autism. And, like up here, a lot of us are familiar with ADHD. That's the most common with kids. You diagnosed after 4 and up to about 17, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Autism is defined as pervasive difficulties in social communication and interaction across multiple settings that impairs functioning. That you can detect at 1.5 years. Like if the kid's just like not making eye contact or playing by himself, it's usually more in boys. More than half don't speak. So anyway, yeah, we're going to get into parenting styles on Wednesday, because I was going to cut it here to give you guys some time to do some of your paper and call it a day. Any questions? On trauma-informed care in the video. All right.